And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
Hey everyone, we are getting ready for a high impact wind event tonight through tomorrow. Now, some of the main threats that we're going to be talking about could be downed trees. That was an issue almost a year ago to the day, December 15th. Not too much different there, where we had that huge wind event that took all the trees down in the old North End, right north of downtown. Overturned trucks could be an issue. Again, that a year ago was a huge problem we saw. And then power outages, any power lines that aren't buried could absolutely get snapped off or something could fall onto them. The wind direction will be generally to the west or southwest. The maximum gusts are kind of in the 70 to 90 mile per hour range. Anything over 60, you really do start to worry about wind. So 60 gusts or more, we're all hands on deck concerned. Some of the worst locations will be the I-25 corridor, kind of favoring around the Palmer Divide and the foothills near the Air Force Academy, the Wet Mountains, and the Raton Mesa. This is all going to be from tonight through tomorrow. So when we break down where some of the strongest winds will be, the Monument Hill region, Monument, Palmer Lake, we're going to be in the 70 to 90 mile per hour range. The Air Force Academy is also there. Colorado Springs, broadly, the strongest gusts in the 50 to 70 mile per hour range. Pueblo is in the 30 to 60. Canyon City is about there as well. Colorado City to Walsenburg, 70 to 90, with maybe the Wet Mountains grabbing some of those higher maximum gusts. Westcliff is in the 60 to 80 mile per hour range, and the Raton Mesa area is 80 to 100. This is the very high end of the maximum gust forecast, so the hope is that we're below it, and for a lot of areas that probably will be the case. But let's show you the modeling. What numbers are we talking about? From 10 o'clock tonight through midnight, you can already see model guidance saying 75 mile per hour gusts in Monument, 80 in Rye, 60 to 70 down towards Walsenburg, Levita, Cuchara. When we get through the middle of the night, this is 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're starting to wake up. We're rolling here at News 5, getting ready for our show. You've got more 50 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts on the interstate, especially west near the foothills. Now, the plains will pick up the wind through Friday afternoon, but even at lunch hour, these are widespread 50 to 70 mile per hour gusts, meaning there's a lot of dust blowing around. Tumbleweeds are swinging into Kansas, and the visibility will be low from dust itself with additional power issues. We know that locally in the Pikes region, this is going to be a bigger deal for those of us who live on the west side of town. At 2 a.m., models supporting anywhere from like 60 to 70 miles per hour. And at the east side of town, like the Cimarron Hills area, you could still be getting through tomorrow morning like 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. I mean, the whole day is going to be windy. It's just a matter of how windy is it going to be. Did want to look at red flag warnings. That is part of the weather story here. From Colorado Springs through Trinidad, east into the plains, fire danger. Tomorrow as the sun goes up, temperatures rise, the humidity starts to fall. Fire danger is going to be a big deal all day. In your highs today, we are going to be in the 50s and 60s outside, but it actually looks kind of warm tomorrow before some of that cold air hits. And Friday afternoon and evening, we start to get chilly. But the main story with your Friday is for sure those strong winds being on the west side of town, chilly weather extended.